always watching.
Thanks for the warning. Hey,
Yeah,
I actually have a question for TR. Um,
Almost streaming.
same. Wait, yeah, I'm streaming.
it's a question about the game.
Okay.
I brought this like train line, I extended it farther out, kind of back over to the crater. Would be a more direct route than what the trains are doing right now to the central place. However, it's extremely high. Do you want me to bring it over at this height, or do you want me to drop it down first?
I'm sorry, why are you asking me this question? I mean, like, I've already built everything that needs to be built and they're already been sent into the station. So if you want to move the stations and reroute the things that are going to those stations, be my guest. I don't know. I don't care how you do that. I mean, that's your training logistics stuff, I guess.
Okay. Well, I was trying to avoid blocking stuff. You're complaining the trains were blocking you before, so
I mean, I'm done with that area. I don't need to build anything else there.
okay.
If you want to reroute it so the trains are more efficient or whatever, that's up to you. But I'm using all five of the stations that are like hooked up to stuff basically.
Okay. Well, anything else you want to do out here?
Hopefully not.
Um, I mean, I don't know
Well,
where the stations for the various. I think we
so
Tester
there's
has a
two things.
list of
I have a
things.
list. We need more stations in the south base area, and we also potentially the only other station I would consider adding to the oil area is if we wanted to produce like have a pickup for turbo rocket fuel. So if you want to have like rocket fuel like delivered to different bases so that we can start running like I don't know drones or something. That's the only other thing left that's would be picked up there, but I don't have any like immediate plans to run that because we can just use trains. Yeah, I talked to only a bit. I planned out some stuff for next like factory stuff. Um, the general idea is that the south base, the original like hub,
Yeah.
is gonna keep basically produce a whole bunch of products that require like iron and steel,
Okay.
and then the central base is going to use those products plus like aluminum and rubber and stuff to produce like everything else.
Okay.
So there's going to be more.
So you don't think there's enough space in the central base?
Oh, it just cuts down a lot with the amount of like things you need to send around
Got
because
it.
there's just a lot of like things like steel and reinforced plates, modular frames, heavy concrete, reinforced like there's like 12 or 13 different ingredients you'd have to send otherwise that we just don't need to send.
Okay. Some of those I thought were already hooked up to the train though, right? Like the steel. Let me check.
It is, but it's just more things you have to send to that base.
Mm.
Also, steel's only kind of hooked up to the base.
Well, there's
Most of the steel production is not hooked up to the trains right now.
mhm,
Most of the stuff that goes into the trains is just industrial beams.
industrial beams. All right.
Basically, all this normal steel stuff is just piped over to the central base, to the south base. Anyway, so I was building a platform above train level to build all the new manufacturing for the south base, and I was hoping that we could just add more stations for pickup,
Okay.
essentially.
So the ideal height for the stations is like halfway, like height between the top and bottom level. So that's where I would put the stations, if there's space there.
I mean, is the level of the stations are at now not where you want them to be?
No, I'm saying like, so if you have a track going by, like the double track, the height of the station is best in between the two tracks. So the bottom one goes up and the top one goes down. Otherwise, it might like have to bend too far. So like you won't be able to connect the top down or the bottom up if it's like too high or below. And you can you can deal with that by having enough distance, and then you can raise and lower as much as you want, but you just need distance.
I mean, I just need you to tell me how high this base needs to be built, so that's an over train level.
Okay. So there's a height, the train level by the south base, right? That's what you're
Yeah.
talking about? No?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can see their tracks like going by it, pretty much.
The tracks by that train are level, basically.
No, not by the base. There's like a that's like that's the old tracks I want to get rid of. There's like the double tracks that go by the base. They don't go to it. They go like kind of past it.
Okay, well, I mean, that's not
That's
very
what I
helpful
would,
for me.
huh?
That's not as helpful for me because I can't tell how high that is.
That would be what I would be pulling off of.
So you just want to remove these tracks, like the big stations that are already here.
There isn't enough like space there for more stations. Like I've thought more about it. I understand better. Like I didn't plan that out very well. If you want to, I mean, how many stations do you need? 4, 8?
I think we had 8.
You need
In the
8.
south base? Yeah, I think it's 8.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it won't fit there.
Well, we also
Well, we're removing the space elevator. I'm just gonna delete that.
we also said that like any of the trains that are like double trains or whatever could potentially like, you know, those can take two different things. It's fine.
Yeah, so it could just be 4 stations, and then just each of the stations is double. Goodbye, space elevator.
Are you putting a space elevator at the other base?
Yeah, because that's where all the space products are being produced. They're not being produced here.
Mm-hmm. This is the double height track, and it like, gosh, so jank.
I mean, if you're planning on removing the old stations, you know, I can build below train height. That's also perfectly fine by me. It's just, I just need to make sure there's enough space.
Okay, so I'm heading towards. I have 2 options to create like a spur from. Okay. So you look where I am on the map right now. There's something, a particle accelerator here. Batteries. There's a rail running right past here I could pull off of, and then to the north there's another rail I could pull off of. Either of those could be used to set up the stations. I could set up a big set of stations with 8 of them, and it needs a lot of like horizontal space, so it's like not like it's gonna be over one of the other factories that's already here. Okay. Trying to think like which one would be better. They're about the same distance, to be honest. I guess I could try measuring on the map.
I think if I assume we're using double trains, which can just transport 2 resources instead of just single trains, then I'd want two stations for import and uh 3 stations
Well,
for
import
export.
is going to be like materials, right? Because they're all going to be like
Well,
single
there's some import,
trains.
some export. So I think I would need 5 stations that are double train each. If we if we want to like cut down the number of stations.
The number of stations is not an issue as much as I'm just letting you know that um
Well, you mentioned that you were worried about space before the previous stations. That's why I was questioning it.
I'm just describing what's happening. It's not about a worry. It's about like this is what happened.
Let's go on.
So looking at height, about the height, that platform that you're building would be actually pretty similar to the height of these trains that it would be pulling off of. Like they would be a little higher up than the ones that are on the ground. Um, yeah, so I pull up that one. It's closer. It depends on what materials you're trying to get, I guess. Which one's better?
I mean, again, it's importing and exporting, so it.
Yeah, I know. It's like things coming in, things going out. Like which line would be better to pull from?
It's mostly from the oil.
It's mostly pulling from the oil. Fuck the oil up to like way over there. Because I was thinking of making it faster to get the oil to the central base. But if we're bringing the oil stuff here, so I don't want to change any of that. Go through that intersection.
I mean, to be honest, I think all the bases should connect to each other. Like, there's oil going to both central and south base, and central base is connected to every single train basically, and south is connected.
Yeah, I
to
understand.
Most of the south base is basically connected to every base except for aluminum, effectively.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, you're asking like it depends what the materials going in and out are. Like all of them. Like I don't know.
It's these two options are pretty close to each other, so
I kind of expect something to matter.
alright, I'll just pull from here, I guess.
And if you want to remove the old trains, that's fine, and I can build the base at the old train hub. Perfectly fine.
I mean, you don't need to. The height that you're currently building at would be like fine, to be honest. Just need to set some stuff up. And I'm just like, you know how it is where you have to get something at the right height,
Yeah.
and it's like a few inches off. What? Why you gotta be like this? You know what? I don't care. You just be a few inches off. It'll be fine.
So I heard apparently the day the game came out, someone like a speedrunner or whatever was like, you know, streaming until I'm done with the game kind of thing.
Okay.
They finished in 21 hours. So that's the benchmark, I guess.
Sure. I mean, good luck.
Yeah. It's pretty dang fast.
Alright, do you see this platform that's over here? So, like, this is where I'll
Sure.
bring a
What about
line.
it?
I'm gonna bring trains along this line. I'll set up platforms. We can put anything on it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Why? Do they really need to guard this slug that badly? Oh, he sees me. Something sees me. Goodbye. Okay, that thing is very jumped off into the abyss, but that's really not to say it can't get back somehow. Don't worry about it. A little surprising though. Oh, that's very annoying. Go, 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 go! There's a hard drive that requires power right next to a geothermal, but the amount of power that it requires is between the min and the max of the geothermal, so I've got to like... Yeah. Alright.
Time it.
Yeah. All good.
And you should have battered down, obviously, but...
Yeah, that would solve the problem, but also it took me 3 seconds, so... Now, there's a theory. There's a theory that says that I have found every hard drive in the game.
It's possible.
Okay, well, since this thing was down, I dropped a radio tower over here as well. I guess. Now I just need to heckin' get home. The classic problem. just Sam in the middle of this lake? Yeah, okay. Okay, so what is going on in the giant cube of doom right now, if anything? I see
Right.
a manufacturer in there. And a
What
blueprint
giant?
designer. 2 blueprint designers, actually, maybe.
I don't know what we're talking about.
This is central base.
Oh, that's Amoeba.
Also, how do you, like, actually pipe anything into this place? You just, like, replace one of these walls with, like, a wall hole wall or something? Is that the idea? Okay, so how many stations are here? There's 1, 2, 3... Wait, I'm already lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 stations at Central Base, which, since they're all 2 carriers wide, that should be enough, right? I think so. Are any of these already in use? They don't have weird names. Or they do have weird names, I guess I should say. Okay, this is cool. I think there's some things that won't actually fit in here, but... Oh, no. It's tall enough. I stand corrected. Alright. Excellent. So does someone want to give me the train tutorial so that I can, like, actually use trains? Because otherwise I'm not using trains.
I don't know. I mean, Amoeba would be the one, but you put the train locomotive down, you put down the car,
Okay.
however many cars connected to it, and
Yeah.
then I think you can board the train with E, and you might be able to affect the timetable in the train, but you also can just E on the train station itself, like on the front part of the train
Why do I need
station.
to go into a train?
Also, you might be able to do it from the train itself, but you can also just do it from the train station. So you place the train, and you go to the train station if you want. Press
Huh?
E, go to timetables, select the train that you just placed. You should probably name it or whatever.
Okay, hold on.
Right, it would
Let me get to a train that actually...
usually when I name, well, I guess name the station first, and then place the train, name the train, just so that you don't like lose track of things.
Okay, give me a minute. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the aluminum spot, for example. Whee! And there's... Oh crap, there's only one extra train spot here. Okay. And I can attempt to duplicate this, but I don't know exactly how that's gonna look. Okay, so I'm at the station. I'm gonna rename the station to Aluminum Casing Production. Or not. AL Casing Production. Okay.
You've named the train, you've named the
Wait, oh, hold on.
station.
I need to make a train.
Yeah, place the train. Just place the train on the track. Make sure it's facing the right direction. The locomotive, you have to make sure it has an arrow. I think, I don't remember. It has a forward direction, so you want to place it so that it's going forward on whatever the track is considered forward, which should be
Okay.
facing the same direction as the train station, I would hope.
Yeah.
Then you can place a cargo car onto it. You can just lock it on like
Freight
to the
car?
back of the train.
Oh, there's only two
Yeah,
kinds.
freight car.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. It's not
Okay.
quite in the station, but that's fine, right?
That doesn't matter. Yeah, using the train exists. You should name the train.
I
For
got into the train. Well, whatever. How do I... Well, how do I get out, first of all?
E.
Okay. Okay. How do I name the train?
If you can't do it from the train, you probably should be able to do it from the from the timetable. So if you go to the train station itself,
Uh-huh.
hit E.
You
Timetable.
press Q when you're in the train, and you can name it.
Okay. I'll do
That
that.
also works, yeah.
Edit. Turn on self-driving.
Well, don't try
Train.
self-drive
Name.
yet.
Okay. AL casing. Maybe this is just the aluminum train. That is also possible.
It just has both of the plates and the casing on it.
You can probably get away with it, yeah.
Yeah, probably. Okay, then you go to timetables. Make sure the auto
From the
driving is
train or...
I think you can do it from the
Either
train, but
works.
do it. Yeah, it's the same interface. So if either train or the station.
Wait, you said make sure self-driving is off?
Yeah, you don't want the train to take off while you're still editing the
Wait, it
timetable.
didn't save its name.
You have to press enter.
I did press enter and it went back to train.
It's a bug. You have to do it twice. I don't know why.
Okay, cool. Alright. Edit timetable.
Yeah, so click on the train.
Oh wait, but I don't have the consumption place yet.
You do need
Named.
both. You
Yeah, okay.
can you name it from remotely?
You can name the train remotely, I think, from the train menu.
What
Well,
about
I
the
have to
Not
name the
station?
stations.
the station. I don't know.
You can
What was
try. If it
Ron
doesn't
say?
work, just go to the station and name it. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll just have to go back to the station, that's fine. This isn't hooked up to any product either, so it's like I'm not actually gonna know, but I guess I can put something in here for starters. You just drop in some grass. Okay, there's grass in there now. And I'm gonna go take a trip. So the quartz is a bit of a special case because we have like a ton of extra quartz here. It would be kind of nice to like let the leftovers then go to the other base. Is that like reasonable or is that really dumb?
Sure. I don't know. I mean, how much quartz we need is really just based on how many oscillators we need.
Right. And I mean, we have like quadruple the amount of quartz we need at aluminum right now.
Sure, whatever. Put on a train.
Well, it's on a train. It's going to aluminum. But it's like 4 times the
Uh,
amount that we need. So is it like make sense to just make that a 3-stop timetable? Or is that like gonna like ruin something?
that
Mm,
should be fine if you're not consuming all of it at the first station.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely not. Not even close.
Then yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
I think there's also more production that's like at that production point.
It's
Yeah.
even more
So
than
it's not.
1200 now?
Well, I didn't change it.
Okay.
It's just that it's not you. I don't think it's the train is transferring 1200, is it? Or you can't tell because it's not being consumed.
Yeah,
So
exactly. Okay. Do not leave any unattended crates on the platform. Aluminum consumption. Okay. Go to the timetable, find my aluminum. Oh, you guys called it like aluminum train. Okay.
yeah.
It's fine. And then I had to do it twice
Well, there's a
because screw me.
bauxite train. There's a
No, it's fine. Okay, and then I go to edit timetable, and I look for... Oh, these are not sorted alphabetically. Okay, very cool. Search for aluminum. Okay. Does the order matter here? Or is it like, it's a cycle, so it doesn't matter?
It's going to go in the order that you put them. So you'd want to put them in like
Production
the order of
first.
like where they are. Yeah.
Well, okay, it's a production, so yeah, I'll do production first then.
Yeah,
Okay,
but then you'll want it to like so that it doesn't like go back and forth across the whole map every single time. So, you know, if I mean the aluminum stuff is on the side
mm-hmm.
and the quartz is kind of there. So I guess it's fine if you then send it to the
Oh, no, I
central.
wasn't planning on picking it up with the same train. I see what you
Oh,
mean, though.
I thought you were sending one train to both places. So
That
that's
was
what
that
you
was gonna be
said.
the quartz. Okay,
Oh,
no, 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 sorry, I'm doing the aluminum first. But yeah, I see what you're saying. I'll think about that.
Yeah, otherwise, no, it doesn't actually matter what the order is if there's only 2.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's exactly what you were thinking. It just cycles.
Okay, so there's like gears on these guys. What? One load unload has been completed or wait for 15 seconds. Wait, so on the production, what should I be setting these to?
I've been leaving it at the default, which means that they cycle even when there's nothing there. However, it does make sense to make it wait.
Wait,
I
I
just
would
haven't
say
configured it.
for the pickup, it should just go the default, just pick up and go, so that I can fill with an empty. I mean, it depends if like I mentioned before, it depends if you expect the train to be full or not. But expect the train to be full, then you should wait till it fills up so you reduce the number of trips. But otherwise, you can leave the pickup as default. On the drop off, you should set to wait until freight is empty.
Oh, the blueprint designer is here. Like, why can't I keep building forward? Okay.
The only reason why you wouldn't want to put wait until freight is empty for the drop off is if you have 2 trains going to the same place and you don't want one train blocking the other train. But
gotcha.
I don't think we're doing that at all.
Wait, so this like or wait for 15 seconds, should that just be 0?
Yeah, you just leave that, whatever.
Okay, I mean,
Oh,
everything.
well, for the one that's wait, that you want it to wait, it should be and. So empty and wait, or empty and 0 or
There's no
whatever.
empty though.
Yeah, it's empty or it's either wait until one. It's like wait until like all cargo is empty, I think is what it says.
One load or unload has been completed versus freight wagon is fully loaded or unloaded.
Yeah, that one. So one is it just tries to do the drop off, whatever it has, and then leaves. The other one is that if it can't drop off entirely, it'll wait until it can. Essentially. Does that make any sense?
Not sure.
It will
Okay.
pick up and drop off partial loads on the default setting.
Yeah, so like that, if you say wait until completely empty, if you can't empty the train, it'll wait until it can empty the train. If you have the other one, it'll just drop off a partial load and then leave. If you just leave on the defaults, it's fine. If this is like
I feel like
confusing
the
or
wording
whatever.
is just confusing me. Wait, this didn't save anything. Edit timetable.
And like, what condition should it leave the station?
Production.
It's gonna dock, and then pick up or drop off.
Yeah.
So should it like is at minimum gonna do that? But the thing is that it can sit there. It's got an inventory, and the inventory can be full or empty. So should it just keep going, like drop off or pick up whatever it can and then keep going, or should it wait
I
until
just
it's
don't
full?
understand what the difference between like like let's say unload. One unload has been completed versus freight wagon is fully unloaded. What is the
Okay. The first one is in both cases they'll unload or load their cargo when they
yeah,
show up. In the second case, the difference is that because the station itself has its own buffer,
yeah,
right? So when you load from the train, so let's say you're unloading.
yeah,
So when you put from the train into the station's buffer, if
yeah.
the station buffer is full and you can't actually fit everything,
Uh-huh.
what is the behavior? And that's the difference. In the
I
first
see.
one,
Okay.
it'll just leave. It'll drop off what it can and then go. In the second case, it'll wait until it can drop off everything and then go.
Got it.
The
Okay.
advantage of the second one in our context is that if you have one thing producing, one thing consuming on that specific like line or whatever, then if you tell it to wait, the train will make fewer trips. It won't make an unnecessary trip if the station doesn't need anything. Station's full, the train's gonna wait until the station's no longer full. Um, if you leave in the first setting, the trains will work just as fine. The train will just keep running and just make more loops, even if all the stations are full. If you like, just want to leave
Yep.
on the defaults, whatever.
I left it on defaults for all the other ones.
But it is more power efficient if you actually make it wait until it's
Mhm.
full. Similarly, on the other side, you can do the same thing where you don't leave the pickup location until the car goes full, until there's like enough to completely fill the train, which is useful if you're planning on producing a lot, but then you just make the train take fewer trips. It is more power efficient to just make the train take fewer trips, just in general. Um, the reason why you just wouldn't want to do that is if the station fills really slowly, like your production rate is really low, then you don't want your train waiting for an hour to be able to transfer an entire train load. You just want it to go and send the 2 stacks that it has.
Right.
If you have a train going to like multiple stops, then you definitely like more than 2, then you would want it to deliver stuff as it can.
Yeah, you don't want to fully wait for it to fully unload if it's dropping off at multiple spots. Also, if you have multiple trains picking up at the same location, if you turn on the feature where it should wait until it can fill an entire train, that's fine, but you need a place on the rail for the other train to wait while like the first train is like waiting. Which I don't think Amoeba is like set up, so you'd have to like add that in.
I
If
have
you
not been making waiting spots.
that being said, I don't think Only's planning on doing anything like that, so it's irrelevant. But just letting you know, so you know trains.
I mean, ideally, I'm basically using what's coming in or syncing it or whatever. So it
Yeah, I
should
feel
work.
like in most cases you just say point to point, train to station, just collect and then drop off. And whether or not you want it to wait and take fewer trips or just go and just not worry about it, that's up to you for that specific material. If you think it's worth bothering telling the train to wait and take fewer trips,
Uh-huh.
and if you really just could not care about power, then it just doesn't matter. Just use the default settings.
This is a pretty long trip. I wonder why I took this route and not the other route, though. This one feels like it's longer, but...
Maybe you can get higher speed. I don't know.
Interesting that you can have it, like, only load and unload certain items.
Yep. Wait, can you?
Apparently.
Yeah, I mean,
What
it's
do you
for
mean?
mixing trains, I guess.
You can definitely have a station that has only like one pickup platform. So the other one, you can have one be load and one be unload if you wanted.
Oh shoot, I didn't set this platform to be unload. Wow, that was stupid.
Yeah,
Classic.
it's not gonna do anything.
Wait, does changing that, like, hurt the timetable at all?
No, it
Okay.
does not.
Yeah, well, it still has the grass on it, I guess. That's a little annoying. But yeah, it made it. The train did its train thing. Let's see if I can beat it over there. I'm like sinking into the ocean the further out I go here. Even though this like foundation is completely level. It's like more and more underwater the further I go out here. It'd be crazy if there were like waves in this game. Uh-oh. Did the game crash?
I can't interact with anything.
Game must have
It
crashed.
seems like the game is no longer running.
I see a train that is stuck and not moving.
They're all stuck and not moving.
Heckin' blueprints, man.
Whee!
So they're working on the crashes.
They said they're working on crashes. They put a video out today that was like, thank you everyone for, you know, playing 1.0. Top priority is crashes. We're working on it. Did it just crash again? What? Failed to initialize SSL certificate.
Doesn't sound like a crash, that sounds like a failure.
Yeah, well no, it didn't crash, but it's, yeah, it can't create the socket. Cool. Alright, let me restart the server again. I started the server actually last night. Like when I got off, I restarted it. When I got on this morning, I noticed the server was offline. Even though I restarted it, and I think it had the same error where the SSL like certificate was like bad. Pleased to be back.
Fix-it tip number 17, redacted.
Fix-it tip number 7, we own you.
Normal.
I got something about organs.
I'm gonna just
Actually catch what all
delete
it
this
was.
whole blueprint designer and replace it.
Oh no.
I found what I usually need to do to prevent it from crashing horribly. Blueprint editors is in like some broken state.
I had to do this whole thing again.
Wait, there's an iron rod thing still? That scares me. What happens if I try to load it? Will it crash? Failed to find remount material. Made a whole bunch of errors.
I hope
Server's
it-
still up though.
I was gonna say, I don't think it's connected to me yet. Wait, whoops.
So I guess aluminum has been stable. Oh yeah, what the heck? These machines are actually running at 100%.
Crazy.
That baffles me. Like, I was like, you know, I built this and I was like, you know, if it like clocks in at 95%, good enough, right? But yeah, no, every single building here is like at 100. Yeah, heck yeah. All right. We take those. And this is like nothing even like fancy, really. Oh, okay. Good to know. Ugh, I wish the game would remember that I was in Zoop mode because I just always want Zoop mode.
Yep. And then it's always wrong every time.
Yeah. Give me my grass back, you stupid train. Thank you. Alright. Wait, that like deleted the whole freight car. That's funny. Whee!
You know, you can't like mess with moving vehicles very well, so good luck.
I got it. Somehow. Oh wait, so I have to build like a second station here. So I can, what, just delete the empty platform and then... Or is that gonna like really piss the game off because it's gonna disconnect this?
You'll find out. I mean, the train will complain while it's disconnected, but that like it should recover.
Okay.
Hopefully. Oh well,
Oh,
crash
server's
again.
gone.
I didn't do anything.
Loaded a blueprint.
You know, this particular thing I'm doing is actually a little annoying. Hasn't been 10 minutes.
Nope.
Uh,
Oh, why are blueprints so buggy? That's so dumb. I just loaded a normal blueprint that I've placed before. Just like sometimes when you load blueprints, it crashes the game. Sometimes when you save blueprints, it crashes the game. Sometimes you do anything in the blueprint editor, it's a chance to crash the game.
Just build it all by hand.
I'm using like the Mark III. I'm just using the Mark II like I've done before. Because I can't load it in a Mark III without... Because I made the original blueprint in Mark II. And I don't want to remake the whole blueprint again. And the server once again is not coming back up. Incredible. Were you all able to join? I assume no.
I haven't joined yet. I mean, I joined before.
I assume this show's offline. Alright, we're starting again. Because I did it last time. I had to restart twice. I feel like they updated the server to make it like less stable than before. No, let's back up. I'm just gonna do nothing. But I'm not gonna play the game. So y'all can enjoy it not crashing.
Okay, but how do I know that this is like actually connected now that I've placed it? Can I like find the train and see if it's like pissed off or whatever? I mean, it says operational, whatever the heck that actually implies. Probably good.
The only way to be sure is to actually drive a train over it.
Right, or wait till it gets here, I guess.
Well, sometimes they'll find another way because there's like multiple routes to
Well,
get to a spot, so they'll bypass the disconnected thing.
Sure, but the disconnection is literally the station, so it should,
You'll find out when it tries to come back to the
Yeah,
station, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm laughing. Our hecking power boost is covering our consumption right now. Which means that
Yeah,
we're
I
using less
mentioned
than
that yesterday.
20% of our,
Yeah. Yeah, our power boost produces more than we consume. It's pretty good.
It's pretty dang good. I'm just like looking at it now, and I didn't actually see that before. It's pretty incredible. All right, soup mode. Wow.
All right. Both intersections are done. Oh, I wonder if I blocked the hypercube. Uh-oh.
Where?
In the south base. All these structures now over the south base and in front of it and stuff.
Mhm.
It would just like hypercube launch you straight into the structure.
That would be pretty bad. You could always try it.
Could, or somebody else could do that. Soup mode, please. Oh yeah, like... Oh, there's so many hypertubes right here. This is gonna be a problem.
I'm gonna be back.
Okay.
Alright, let's suppose that I take the existing stations, connect them to this somehow.
Dude, these conveyor belts are pretty quick. Am I the only one live? I think so.
Yeah, I'm not like able to commit very much time, so I didn't want to do
Yeah,
stream.
it's a Friday. Excuse me. Alright.
Okay.
Wait, is this like actually correct though? I mean, I guess so. Okay. Ugh, gross.
Oh, I forgot to do that too.
That was interesting. Have an efficient day. Amiibo, do you remember how much copper is coming into the aluminum base, by any chance?
It's pure, I think.
And it's what, tier
Yeah,
2 overclocked or Mark 2 overclocked or?
let me look at it again on the map.
Sure.
It's this copper. So it's a
Okay.
normal. It's got to be tier 2 overclock then.
Gotcha. Because of when you made it, yeah. Makes sense. So it's like 300? I mean, actually, I guess the station might be accurate on that. Well, the station says 300, so I'm gonna trust that. It actually said 301 for a second there, but, you know. .333 divided by what? 8? Times 8? That's not a nice number. Okay.
No, that's not right either.
Anime Guitarist is good anime. Wait. Okay, I can check the list. Oscillators. We're using rubber and AI limiters, which I assume are not coming in yet. They can? Do those are those coming directly from... Wait, how is that working? Or how is that going to work, Test Runner? Since they like have to go to both places or whatever. Is that splitting somewhere? Or do we like use one train to like make a loop, or... Do we send it into the main base and then send the excess?
Alright, I'm back.
Oh, okay, you were gone.
Oh, yeah, I said I left.
Gotcha.
What's up?
Rubber and AI limiters.
Yeah.
That is... how are we doing those? Is that like... We're sending them into the southern base and then splitting them and then sending them back to the main base? We're doing like a single like loop, or...
Just send a train from the oil base to the center base, and that's it.
Oh, so I have to like split it over at the oil base.
No, I'll just send 2 trains over to the oil base. It'll be fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that'll be fine.
I'm looking
If I
forward
want
these,
to, I can split it, but
these
whatever.
things getting on like a very nice schedule where they're offset such that like one of them like gets like nothing every time or whatever.
Yeah, eventually it'll back up. But also, it's like if it comes down to it, yeah, I'll split it. But don't worry about that for now.
Okay.
You can just take it as if it's yours, but I wouldn't set up wait until full or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, now I'm looking at the quartz. Based on the, like, I don't know the train lines well enough to know what the correct order for these trains would be.
Where are you trying to take them?
I want
I
to
know
take
they're
it
already.
from the quartz
Mm-hmm.
to both the aluminum base and then the central base. Should
Okay. So if you start with quartz in
yeah.
your list, quartz is like in the middle.
Uh-huh.
So like there's kind of no wrong way to do that.
I see.
Like it'll either way it's gonna go around. There's like a loop in the
Mhm.
tracks for all 3 of those spots. So it's gonna go around the loop.
Got it.
Yeah, I mean, if you want, and you're like really worried about like, a weird sync where they're both consuming, and you're afraid about running 2 trains at once, you could do a thing like set a schedule so it goes from quartz to aluminum back to quartz to the center, and then that's like a 4 train loop like that. Then they'll always be like equal.
Doing them
Does that make sense?
backwards.
I think it's probably gonna be fine. But yeah. I think I understand.
Or you just build 2 trains.
Yeah, I mean, I could. Why is it so green over here? What the heck?
3, 4, 5.
Okay, and then also, once I have these trains set up at the central base, what is, like, the advised way to get them into the cube?
There's conveyor belt walls
Okay, so I
and
should
pipe
use those. I
walls.
should just, like, delete a window and then use the conveyor belt wall.
Yeah, and if you want to match the aesthetics, paint it chrome.
Okay.
Because it'll, yeah, but there's conveyor belt walls and pipe like walls or whatever. So you don't like there's actually special walls for them.
Yeah, I do remember buying those.
Yeah, I think that those are the preferred option.
Oh, this just goes down into the abyss. Nice.
With the bottom of the elevator
The,
or the stair.
the bottom of the stairs, yeah, it just keeps going.
Yeah, it goes all the way to the ground, and I put a pump down there.
And this is pumping up nitrogen. Oh, it's putting up water. Okay. Wait, why do we
Yeah,
need
because
water?
we needed water, right?
We do. I don't remember why, though.
Well, I like tested it to make sure that that pump was there because I was trying to make sure the pipes worked.
Uh-huh.
You need a pretty small amount of water.
Yeah, okay.
So I figured that like those 4 pipes should be able to carry enough water from the lake.
You need like 25.
Yeah, I think one pump was more than enough. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Well, then
Yeah,
it's
I
already
mean-
set up.
Yep, it's already set up. Very nice.
It's on the bottom floor, but you could keep raising it to the higher floors if you wanted.
I mean, yeah, try to do whatever is down there on... So you said nitrogen is, like, on a train, but it doesn't have a destination? Is that...
There's like a train sitting, like I just placed a train
Got it.
like by the nitrogen stop.
I see it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It's
Cool.
not
Yeah, yeah.
programmed or
Got it. That makes sense.
Alright. Well, I've used up all the wires and I gotta go.
Gotcha.
I'll have to finish connecting the central station up later.
Wait, what's wrong with the central station?
It's just not connected. Like, it's not finished.
Oh, the aluminum
So,
train was coming in fine. To somewhere
no,
else.
sorry, I mean the southern,
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah.
the new, like I was building this new rail line and
Aha, I see.
stations. You
Train
see the
station
stations are on the
46,
map.
45, 44, they like gave up. They stopped giving them like fancy names.
I ran out of cities apparently
Yeah.
at all the cities in the world.
And there's only so many cities. You can't blame them.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is like not connected. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like connect it like one, and then like I don't know if you're gonna like try to set anything up in here,
I mean,
but
I'll probably have a lot of time, but so in some ways it's like the more that I can do, the better, but no, whatever. If I can't, then I can't. It's fine. Oh, right, but I kind of wanted the rubber and the AI things to be on the same train. If that's possible.
I do want to sign off, so is it alright if I save and restart the server or whatever?
Oh, sure.
all right, see ya.
Peace.
I assume you got kicked.
I logged off.
Assume you're in.
It's loading. Hope you brought a towel.
Well, I wish you luck. If it crashes, then
Then I'll watch anime.
or play something else. Alright. Well, good luck.
Yep. Okay. So maybe this is wrong. We've got to bring in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 things, and we've got 10 stations here, which means that actually only 4 of them need to double up. I'm already doubling up the aluminum. So that's like fine. Um... Oh, am I gonna have to get the fixed site trigons over here? Maybe not. Oh, the time crystals though, yes. Ah, shoot. Where are those? That's not that spot. It's that spot. I mean, Tester says we could just belt them, and he's right, but that's not a short distance. We have trains going much shorter distances than that. Okay, so let's see if this quartz is coming in. Apparently not. Yeah, I know why that is. I gotta get that sorted first, which is actually gonna be a bit of a pain in the butt. I should have got on that train. It would have been real good if I had got on that train. Okay, so here's the new stations here. Whee! It's like all dark in our base now because there's a big platform on top. Wait, this isn't the one I want. I need to go... Ugh. This is gonna be a bit of a mess. So where is the quartz spot? It's this one, right? I think so. Okay, so these two belts should both be coming in with like 600 or so. Wow. Wait, the outgoing train couldn't take the whole load. How the heck can that be? What? Wait, this doesn't make any sense. Yeah, this is kind of gross. I don't like this. I don't like just splitting things like this. But for now... This is like too close. Okay. Just to like make absolute sure that these are like all real or whatever. Oh no, this is like high. How can that be? No, it's good. Okay. And then somehow I can merge these. Okay. Why can I only zoop 1 or 3? Okay. Okay. And then we build a sink. Let's line it up. There we go. It's beautiful. Okay, and then power this. Technically, this really didn't even actually need to be here. Like, the miners would back up, and that's actually kind of fine. But I don't understand why these were, like, not taken. This one's like... Oh, yeah, this is gross. There's like a problem trying to take these out of industrial storage container like this, I think. I'm pretty sure that this is like not properly balanced the... Like, doesn't split the rates evenly, or doesn't guarantee that it will. That should split them evenly. Granted, it doesn't actually matter too much, but 524 a minute. Sorry, 425. That's not 600, I will say. It's definitely not 600. And also, actually, this should probably be a double chest. In theory, I mean, yeah. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it's fine. Having the 2 belts like before was fine because that was the only way to get things out of that chest fast enough. And now that we have the tier 6, I think that using the splitter like this is probably better. I don't know. Unfortunately, this base does like not have any tubes or cannons or whatever. Where even am I? Okay. Well, I need to name that station anyway, so let's head over there, I guess. Not dangerous at all. Dude, this is ridiculous. Like a turnaround that's like tilted. I don't know what's going on with... I was gonna say most of, like, these signals, but actually I don't know what's going on with 100% of these signals. I don't know what any of this stuff does. I don't think I even spelled fixate right. Okay, and then how is this splitting? It's coming straight out of the chest? That's... Yeah, that's not preferable, I don't think. Oh, no. Alright, hold on. Okay, so there's like a couple things that need to happen here. Okay, the first one is to build a buffer. Okay, and then next I'm gonna smart splitter this. One way goes into the chest and the other way goes to... the train station. Okay. Directly. Yeah. Why are these not going through? Ah, because this isn't set to be. Okay, so this should be any, and then this should be overflow. Yeah. And then that's cool. And then we'll move these back. Yeah, and that's gonna kick everything into gear here. That's gonna leave a chest, isn't it? Crap. So bad. Okay. And then I guess I can drop the excess over here. And nothing's actually coming to pick this up, so oh my god. So that's fine. Okay, and then eventually I'll put a train on here and it'll go over to that other base. I don't know what these are actually used for, but since I was here, I figured I'd drop this. I'm gonna go eat. So I think I'm just gonna stop stream, but I should be back, and then we will continue working on the, like, intermediate